All right, so we all know the heavy hitters in the skincare game, right?
Okay.
Retinol, vitamin C,
Definitely.
smoothing things out, brightening things up,
Uh-huh.
all that good stuff.
Absolutely. The essentials.
But what about zinc?
Zinc.
Have you ever really thought about zinc?
Yeah, it's not as flashy, is it?
No. It kind of flies under the radar.
It does. It really does. But, it gets the job done.
Quietly.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Quietly gets the job done.
Yeah, without all the fanfare.
And we're starting to think it might be like a secret weapon for healthy skin.
I think that's a really good way to put it. It really is. Like, the unsung hero of skincare. It doesn't get the same buzz as, hyaluronic acid or retinol.
Mm.
But when you really look at the science behind it,
Yes.
which is what the latest issue of Spavelous online magazine did.
They did a whole deep dive on zinc.
They did.
It's a great issue.
Yeah, and Spavelous, they really focus on health and wellness and all things spa. So I think they're a great resource.
Yeah, they're definitely a trusted source. Absolutely. And they did I think, a really good job of outlining all the benefits of zinc. And it's crucial. Its role in skin health is actually really crucial.
It is.
And that's exactly what we're going to be doing today.
Yeah, so today we are diving deep. We're going deep into Spavelous, pulling out all the best stuff about zinc, all those golden nuggets of information. Really, I think our mission is to help you understand just why this mineral is so, so valuable for your skin
Absolutely.
and how you can actually use it,
Yeah,
no matter where you are on your skincare journey.
exactly. Whether you're a complete newbie or a total skincare junkie,
Doesn't matter.
doesn't matter. There's something in this for you.
We're going to break it all down.
Absolutely. We're going to be looking at how zinc works. What does it actually do in the skin?
Yeah.
And then we're going to look at like the nitty-gritty. How does it help with hydration?
Yes.
How does it help with healing wounds?
Mm.
How does it help with inflammation?
All those key things.
Collagen production.
Yes.
Even fighting off microbes.
Yes.
And then we're going to look at some practical ways you can actually incorporate it into your skincare routine.
Okay, so let's start with the fundamentals.
Yeah.
What is zinc doing in our skin? Like, what's its core role?
Okay, so first things first. Zinc is an essential mineral.
Essential.
Meaning our bodies can't make it on their own.
Okay.
We need to get it from our diet or through supplements. And it's truly like all over the place. It's in every single cell in our bodies.
Wow.
Yeah. And it plays a role in so many different functions. Immune system, building proteins,
Yeah.
wound healing, and of course, as we're talking about today, maintaining the integrity of our skin.
So it's not just working on the surface.
No, not at all. It's working from the inside out.
Okay.
It's really like foundational. So think about your skin barrier. That's the outermost layer of your skin. It's your first line of defense against the world.
The front line.
Yeah, exactly. And zinc is crucial for keeping that barrier strong and intact. It's like, imagine it's like the mortar between the bricks.
I like that visual.
So when your barrier is functioning well, it keeps moisture in.
Okay.
So you stay hydrated. And it also keeps out irritants and pollutants that can cause all sorts of problems.
So a strong barrier equals healthy skin. That makes sense.
Absolutely. It's the foundation.
Now, I also remember reading in Spavelous, they were talking about collagen.
Yes, collagen.
What's the connection there?
So zinc is really important for collagen synthesis. It acts as what's called a cofactor,
A cofactor. What is that?
basically a helper molecule. It helps enzymes do their jobs.
Okay.
And there are several enzymes involved in making collagen that rely on zinc.
Ah, I see.
And as you probably know, collagen is what gives your skin its structure, its elasticity.
That's what keeps us looking young and bouncy.
Exactly, that youthful plumpness. So by supporting collagen production, zinc is directly helping to keep those fine lines and wrinkles at bay.
So it's like a two-pronged attack.
Yes.
Strong barrier, more collagen.
Exactly.
And I think there was something else too, something about bacteria.
Yes. Zinc also has antimicrobial properties,
Antimicrobial, meaning,
meaning it can help control the growth of bacteria on your skin,
okay.
and that includes like the bacteria that can cause acne.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, so it's not just about like how your skin looks. It's about maintaining a healthy balance of microorganisms on the skin surface.
Right, because we need some bacteria.
We do.
Yeah.
It's all about balance.
Okay. So zinc helps with that.
It does.
And what about inflammation? I feel like I keep seeing that pop up.
Yes. Inflammation is a big one. Zinc has significant anti-inflammatory properties. It can really help soothe irritated skin, reduce redness, and just generally calm down those inflammatory responses that can cause so many skin issues.
It's like a peacemaker.
Yes. It brings the calm.
Okay. So to summarize, zinc is essential. We need to get it from our diet or supplements. It helps strengthen our skin barrier, leading to better hydration. It helps with wound healing. It boosts collagen. It fights bad bacteria.
And it reduces inflammation.
And it reduces inflammation. So yeah, it sounds like this unsung hero is doing a lot of work.
It really is.
A lot of important work behind the scenes.
Quietly and efficiently.
Now that we have a sense of its superpowers, let's break down the benefits in more detail.
Okay, let's do it.
And I think a good place to start is hydration.
Yes, hydration is key.
Because everyone wants that dewy, hydrated complexion.
Absolutely.
So how does zinc actually help our skin stay moisturized?
Well, as we touched on earlier, one of the main ways is by reinforcing that skin moisture barrier. It's like your skin has its own natural sealant, and zinc helps to make that sealant stronger. So it prevents water loss. It keeps that precious moisture from evaporating away.
So it's not just about putting moisture on your skin, it's about helping your skin hold on to it.
Exactly. It's like a two-pronged approach.
Yeah.
And this is especially beneficial for people with dry or sensitive skin.
Yeah, they need all the help they can get.
Absolutely. And it's not just a passive effect either. Zinc is also involved in regulating sebum production.
Sebum.
Sebum is your skin's natural oil.
Okay.
And while we often think of oil as the enemy, especially if you're prone to breakouts, a balanced level of sebum is actually really important for maintaining hydration.
So oily skin can still be dehydrated?
Yes, definitely.
Interesting.
So zinc can help your skin achieve that happy balance. Not too oily, not too dry.
It's right.
Just right. Goldilocks zone.
So it's not just for dry skin types?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Everyone can benefit from balanced sebum production. And there's actually some research that really backs this up.
Oh.
Yeah, so this Spavelous article highlighted a study in the Journal of Drugs in Dermatology.
Okay.
And they looked at people with atopic dermatitis.
Which is?
Atopic dermatitis is a condition that causes really dry, itchy skin.
Oh, yeah. It can be really uncomfortable.
It can be, yeah. And they found that using a topical zinc cream actually led to improved skin hydration in these individuals.
Wow. So it actually made a measurable difference.
It did. It suggests that zinc can really help to improve a skin barrier that's been compromised.
That's pretty powerful.
It is. And it also ties into the fact that a zinc deficiency can sometimes show up as dry, flaky skin.
Really?
Yeah. So making sure you're getting enough zinc, either through your diet or topical products, can be really proactive.
Yeah. Just another reason to make sure you're getting all your nutrients.
Absolutely.
Okay, so when it comes to hydration, zinc strengthens the skin barrier, helps regulate oil production, and can be a real game changer for those dealing with dry skin conditions.
It really can.
Now, let's move on to another amazing benefit. Its healing properties.
Oh, yes. Wound healing.
So how does zinc help our skin recover from injuries or blemishes or, just any damage?
This is where zinc's role in collagen production is really, really crucial. So as we talked about before, collagen is the main structural protein in your skin. And when you have a wound, any kind of wound, like a cut, a scrape, even an acne lesion, your body needs to produce more collagen to repair that damage.
Okay, makes sense.
And zinc is a VIP in that process.
Got it.
And it doesn't stop there. Remember we talked about inflammation?
Oh, yeah. Zinc's a calming influence.
Exactly. So during the healing process, inflammation is a normal response.
Right.
But it needs to be controlled.
Yep.
Too much inflammation can actually hinder healing.
Okay.
And zinc helps to modulate that inflammatory response and make sure things don't get out of hand.
It's like the inflammation police.
Exactly. Keeping everything in check.
Keeping things running smoothly.
And Spavelous pointed to a study in wound repair and regeneration that showed how effective topical zinc supplementation can be in helping to heal chronic leg ulcers.
Wow. So it's not just for, little cuts and scrapes.
No, not at all.
Okay.
It can really help with serious wound healing as well.
Okay. And they also talked about a specific product, the Kirkman Zinc Sulfate Topical Cream.
Oh, yes. That's a really interesting one.
What stood out to you about that?
Well, it's specifically formulated to support skin cell regeneration and connective tissue repair.
Okay.
So it's really targeted towards wound healing.
That makes sense.
And it also helps to balance oil production, which is good for overall skin health.
Mm-hmm.
And importantly, it's free of common allergens, gluten, and casein.
So it's good for sensitive skin.
Yeah, which is really important when you're dealing with a wound. You don't want to add any extra irritation.
Exactly.
But I do remember there was a little caveat in the article.
Oh.
There was a customer review where someone did experience some sensitivity.
Really?
Yeah.
So even with products that are designed to be gentle,
Right.
there's always a chance of a reaction.
Absolutely. Everyone's skin is different, so it's always a good idea to patch test first.
Always patch test. We cannot stress that enough.
Absolutely. And it's not just topical zinc that can be helpful for wound healing. The article also mentioned that oral zinc sulfate can speed up the healing process.
So internal zinc is important too.
It is. It suggests that having adequate zinc levels in your body can really support your skin's ability to repair itself.
Makes sense.
But again, if you're considering using zinc sulfate, whether topically or orally, it's always best to talk to your doctor.
Always a good idea.
They can help you figure out the best approach for your individual situation.
Okay. So when it comes to healing, the key takeaways are that zinc is crucial for collagen production. It helps to regulate inflammation, and there's evidence to support both topical and oral applications, but always with a doctor's guidance for oral supplements. And always remember to patch tests.
Absolutely.
Now let's tackle a very common and often frustrating skin concern,
Okay.
acne.
Yes.
So how does zinc come into play when we're talking about breakouts?
This is where those anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties we talked about really come into their own,
Yeah.
because acne is characterized by inflammation
Right.
and an overgrowth of certain bacteria.
Right.
And zinc can help to calm down that inflammation, so it can reduce the redness, the swelling, all those things that make acne so visible and so frustrating.
So it's directly targeting those things that we hate about acne.
Exactly. And it could also help to create an environment on the skin that's less hospitable to acne-causing bacteria.
So it's like a double whammy.
Yes, it's a multitasker.
Hmm.
And there was a really interesting review in Dermatology Research and Practice that Spavelous highlighted.
What did it say?
It suggests that taking oral zinc supplements can be an effective treatment for acne, especially for people who haven't had success with other treatments.
Oh, wow. So it could be a good option for those dealing with stubborn acne.
It could be. And while the review also said that topical zinc can be helpful, they did mention that more research is needed in that area. But I know a lot of people find that products with zinc are helpful for managing their acne.
Yeah, and anecdotally, I've heard that too. Now, the article also mentioned something about the dosage of zinc.
It did. They said that the recommended daily intake for adults is usually no more than 40 milligrams.
Okay.
But for acne treatment, studies have shown that dosages ranging from 40 to 150 milligrams can be effective. But, and this is really important, it's crucial to talk to your doctor before starting any kind of zinc supplementation for acne.
Absolutely. Don't just go popping pills without talking to a professional.
No, definitely not. And they can also advise you on the best form of zinc to take. They often recommend zinc sulfate because it's absorbed well by the body.
So talk to your doctor. Get personalized advice.
Got it. Now, what about another common inflammatory skin condition? Eczema. Can zinc help with that too?
It seems so. Because remember, zinc is a powerful anti-inflammatory.
Right.
And eczema is all about inflammation, redness, itching, scaling, all those fun things.
Nobody wants that.
No. And the Spavelous article mentioned a study in the British Journal of Dermatology that looked at the effectiveness of topical zinc for eczema. And what did they find?
They found that it was actually really effective in reducing those key symptoms.
That's amazing.
It is. And they suggested that it could be a safe and effective treatment, especially for people with mild to moderate eczema.
So another tool in the eczema toolkit.
Exactly. So when we look at healing acne, eczema, we're seeing that zinc plays a really important role in supporting the skin, calming down inflammation, and even tackling bacteria.
Yeah. And it's interesting that we see benefits from both topical and oral applications.
Right. It can work from the inside out and the outside in.
But again, always consult with a doctor before taking any supplements.
Always, always.
Okay, so we've established that zinc is a real workhorse for skin health. But how do we actually get more of it? How do we incorporate it into our routines?
Good question. So there are a few ways you can do this. The most straightforward is to look for zinc in your skincare products.
Okay.
So check those ingredient lists.
So what types of products should we be looking for?
You'll often find zinc in moisturizers, toners, serums. And the Spavelous article actually gave some specific examples, which I thought was really helpful.
Oh, cool. What were some of them?
So they mentioned La Roche-Posay Effaclar Duo Acne Treatment.
Okay.
It combines benzoyl peroxide with zinc.
So it's targeting acne?
Exactly. Fighting those blemishes.
Yeah.
And then there's First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This one has colloidal oatmeal and zinc, so it's really good for sensitive skin.
Oh, nice. Soothing and healing.
Exactly. And then there's the Ordinary Niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1% serum.
I've heard good things about that one.
Yeah, it's popular for blemishes and oil control.
Okay, so take a look at your current products, see what you've got.
Absolutely. And always follow the instructions on the product label.
Of course. Now, what about beyond topical products?
So that brings us to zinc supplements. These are available in different forms like pills, capsules, liquids, and they can help to support your overall zinc levels, which in turn can benefit your skin. But I can't emphasize this enough. Always talk to your doctor before starting any new supplement.
Yes.
Always.
Supplements are not a DIY project.
They're not. And your doctor can help you figure out the right dosage for you.
Okay. So products, supplements, if your doctor gives you the thumbs up. And of course, we can't forget about our diet.
Right. Food is medicine.
So what are some good dietary sources of zinc?
So think shellfish, oysters, crab, red meat, beef, lamb, poultry, chicken, turkey.
So basically all the good stuff.
Pretty much. And for our vegetarian and vegan friends, there are some good plant-based sources too. Nuts and seeds like cashews, pumpkin seeds, legumes, chickpeas, lentils.
Great. So there are options for everyone.
Exactly. And incorporating those foods into your diet can really boost your zinc intake naturally.
So combining a zinc-rich diet with topical products and maybe supplements if needed can really make a difference.
It's a holistic approach to skin health.
I like it. And of course, we can't talk about zinc without mentioning sunscreen.
Yes, sunscreen. Essential.
Nice oxide.
Zinc oxide is a rock star ingredient in sunscreen.
Tell us why.
It's a mineral sunscreen filter that provides broad spectrum protection. So it protects your skin from both UVA and UVB rays.
Okay.
The harmful rays of the sun. It's very common in mineral sunscreens. And it's very effective.
And Spavelous also mentions zinc-based spot treatments and face washes for acne.
Oh yeah, those can be really helpful for targeting individual breakouts. They deliver those anti-inflammatory and oil-regulating benefits right where you need them.
That makes sense. Now, before we wrap things up, are there any precautions we should be aware of when it comes to using zinc?
Yes, there are a couple of things to keep in mind. While zinc is generally well tolerated, some people can be sensitive or even allergic to it.
Okay.
So, like we talked about with the curcumin cream, always do a patch test before using any new zinc product on a large area of your skin. If you see any redness, itching, swelling, discontinue use.
Safety first.
Absolutely.
All right, so to recap our deep dive into zinc.
Yeah.
This mineral, while not as trendy as some other ingredients, is a real powerhouse for skin health.
It's a skincare essential.
It helps with hydration, wound healing, collagen production, managing acne and eczema, and it's even a key ingredient in sunscreen.
Quite the resume.
Yeah. So next time you're browsing skincare products, take a look at those ingredient lists, see if zinc is in there,
Definitely.
and think about those zinc-rich foods you can add to your diet.
It's all about a holistic approach.
Exactly. It's amazing how this one mineral can have such a profound impact on our skin.
It really is.
And it makes you wonder, what other seemingly minor things in our lives might actually have a huge impact on our well-being?
That's a great question. It's definitely something to ponder.
Food for thought.
Absolutely.
All right, that's it for our deep dive on zinc. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you next time.
See you then.